A scene of devastation in a remote region of Venezuela confirms the fate of a missing passenger jet. West Caribbean Airways Flight 708 has mysteriously dropped from the sky while flying at over 30,000 feet.
It took off from Panama. It's a Colombian operator. There was 160 French citizens on board.
This is the biggest accident that has ever occurred in the Venezuelan territory.
Investigators hope the crew's desperate last words
What's the Will? Do you have a problem on
will
board?
help them pinpoint the cause of the crash.
Tell them we've had the flame out on both engines.
But instead, the mystery deepens.
Stop that! It's a storm!
The pilots can't agree on why the plane is falling. Now it's up to investigators to figure it out. At Panama's Tocumen International Airport, West Caribbean Airways Flight 708 begins boarding 2 hours behind schedule. It's well past midnight. The 152 passengers on this charter flight are returning home to Martinique after having visited the Panama Canal. Captain Omar Ospina has just flown in with his crew from Colombia. As he's behind schedule, he must turn the plane around quickly. But there are more unexpected delays. First Officer David Munoz informs the captain that the flight is overbooked. Even the jump seat in the cockpit is filled.
Let me deal with it.
Alejo, I need you on board to do the announcements in Spanish and English.
Yes, sir.
Angela and Luisa can stay behind.
I'll let them know.
2 of the flight attendants will stay in Panama because there's not enough room on board.
Sir, we just got the final load sheet.
Checking the weight of the aircraft
Take off from runway 21 left, sir. 3,050 meters.
and the length of the runway, Captain Ospina calculates that he can safely get airborne. Their flight path will take them through some heavy weather, something crews are accustomed to during hurricane season.
Okay, we're ready for takeoff. Request pushback clearance.
Ground, West Caribbean Airways.
708, request pushback clearance, gate 28.
West Caribbean 708.
Cleared for pushback, gate 28. Proceed to runway 21 left. West Caribbean 708, runway 21 left, cleared for takeoff.
The V1. Rotate.
At 1 in the morning, Flight 708 begins the journey to Martinique.
They took off from Panama Airport to Tocumen Airport with a heavy load for a long flight for that aircraft.
The flight should take 3 hours.
They climb up to 31,000 feet, their initial assigned flight level. They have filed a flight plan with a final cruise level of 330, 33,000 feet.
The crew is flying an MD-82. The plane is easily recognizable by its 2 rear-mounted engines.
The MD-82 aircraft is a very good aircraft. It's a model that was derived from the DC-9. They made it longer, more fuel efficient, and more modern instrumentation and avionics.
Anti-ice on, please.
As altitude increases and temperature drops, They activate the plane's anti-ice system. Half an hour into the flight, while cruising at 31,000 feet, the weather ahead is turning nasty. A low-intensity hurricane moving in from the Atlantic has been whipping up winds across the region.
Request deviation left.
Barranquilla, West 708. Request deviation to the left to avoid formation.
West Caribbean 708, clear to deviate left.
In the kind of weather they were flying, it's common for pilots to deviate from their initial route to avoid this bad weather.
It should get better soon.
Nearly an hour into the flight, the plane has burnt through thousands of pounds of fuel, allowing it to fly higher.
In order to reduce weight, they had to climb to 31,000 feet, wait until the weight goes down, and then do a step climb up to 33,000 feet.
Let's do 330.
330. Barranquilla, West 708.
08, request level 330. 708, clear to level 330.
The captain now begins the climb to their scheduled altitude of 33,000 feet.
Turn off engine anti-icing. Accelerate.
The captain notices that the engines don't seem to be responding.
Over to the bathroom.
The crew isn't overly concerned. Almost a third of the way to Martinique, West Caribbean Flight 708 enters Venezuelan airspace.
Is there cake and coffee for everybody?
Or are we expected to share?
As the storm intensifies, First Officer Munoz worries about icing.
Then turn it on, Captain.
Do we have ice? Put them on.
Soon, the turbulence gets worse.
Man, there's a lot of nasty weather. Put the fasten seatbelt sign on.
Please, stay in your seat. I'm dimming the lights so the passengers don't stand up. Should we go down to level 10?
Do it.
Maiquetía,
The Maiquetía Air Traffic Control Station in Venezuela isn't equipped with radar.
Request descent to level 310.
The controller depends on pilots to tell him where they are.
310.
Captain Ospina turns off the autopilot,
Give me 310.
and the plane starts heading back down to 31,000 feet. The turbulence is getting even heavier. And then suddenly, the stick shaker goes off. It's the most serious warning that a crew can get. The captain's control column starts to vibrate, warning him that the plane is flying dangerously slow. At close to 31,000 feet, the plane suddenly drops.
It's a storm, Captain. It's a Stop!
The plane is falling fast. The crew has only seconds to figure out why.
What's 70 level?
Level down. Level 240.
Descending to 240. Do you have a problem on board?
Affirmative. Tell them we've had a flame out of both engines.
We've had a flame out on
Both engines.
Confirm?
We've had a flame out on
Both engines.
Roger. Confirm radial and distance from Punto Cabello, if possible.
The controller needs to know where they are.
Negative. We are 14,000 feet.
We're 1,000.
And going down. The plane is uncontrollable. Keep your heads down. Speed out. Keep your heads out.
Confirm people on board. Intention.
And distance from that main if it's possible.
152 people on board.
Place of control.
In just 30 seconds, the plane falls 9,000 feet.
I understand. 152 people on board.
Acknowledge. Confirm that.
What level you are crossing at this time? Whiskey.
Charlie. Whiskey. Charlie Whiskey. 708.
Confirm position, if possible.
Whiskey. Charlie Whiskey. 708. Confirm position. Possible.
While flying at almost 10 kilometers above the Earth, West Caribbean 708 mysteriously drops from the sky. Air traffic control in Venezuela doesn't know its location, nor if anyone has survived.